Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Oakland Raiders and the New Orleans Saints. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And they go jet sweep. Here's Sanu. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got Sanu. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it's been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's probably a little angry at himself. It was his fumble, obviously, a moment ago that led to the scoop and score touchdown that has him down early.
And now we find out about the psychology aspect of being a coach. Because when you have a guy who's, that's just happened, some people want to take him out of the game immediately. Others say, you know something? Let's feed him the ball again next series and see if he's going to be able to atone for it. Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good contact. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry is a defense, then they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Well, look at the numbers for Thomas from a week ago. 3 catches, 96 yards, and a touchdown. 2nd and 3.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first. But he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Bishop. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Bishop into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Throwing on first down, Bishop. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 4. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line.
Right there in the middle, 55. Watch the slats. Watch the slat.
Operating from the gun, Bishop. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. These two teams all tied after one. On 2nd down, Kamara. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bishop. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Toss play, Kamara. A nice little juke, and he's going to get this inside the 30. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I got you. Right there, 54.
On 1st and 10, Bishop. And Thomas has it. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Bishop. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now a man who began with the Raiders, it's Latavius Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Saints have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Sanu on the catch. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Check. Watch before. Right there. 54. Right there. 50.
Looking to throw on second down. Bishop. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bishop forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ronald Blair. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
2nd and long. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bishop. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Back to throw. Bishop. And his throw here's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All day, every day. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
Throwing again. Bishop. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To throw on 3rd down. Bishop. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. Looking to throw. Bishop. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for top. This is caught inside the 15. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. The final shot here before half for Carr. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
A final shot before break. Carr. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the visiting Packers who were able to come in and win this one on the road. Aaron Rodgers, terrific in the victory, as his guys up their mark to 4-1 now. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And the first half was not kind to him, and he knows that. 3 interceptions, but still tied, so kind of a clean slate.
I'd say it's a reprieve because ordinarily you throw 3 interceptions, your team should be behind. So he has to be thinking to himself, okay, I'm off the hook for that one. I have to play better for my team here in the second half.
It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
54 Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Again, it's Kamara. Oh, nice move. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
55, Mike 55. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 4th down, Bishop. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
On 1st down, Bishop. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
I'm going rhetorical on you here. Could that pass have been delivered any better to the receiver downfield?
Not at all, and when he catches that, he didn't even have to break stride. Full speed, that's why he got all that yardage after the catch.
Timing, timing, timing.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. On the end around, here comes Smith. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Mike's 5-4, Mike.
To throw on second down. Bishop. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Ready. 54 is Mike. Check. Walk 54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert?
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now here come the Raiders. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
To throw his Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Down. 180. Mike 47. Hey, keep it up.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2nd down and inches. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. Bishop. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They complete it to Hill. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Right there. 54 Mike. 3 bud.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2nd and 9 now. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bishop. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyler Fackrell with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. His throw incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. This will be caught by Brown. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bishop. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got it.
From the gun, Bishop. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Here we go. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Watch the pass. 55 Mike, guys, 55. I got it.
Throwing on 1st down. Bishop. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Back to the air on 2nd down. Bishop. Thomas has got it. Complete. The Saints going to call the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. Bishop. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Looking to throw. Bishop. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball, a little dangerous, could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One final try now for Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part.